Welcome back to another battle, everybody. If you cannot tell, I intended on having audio for this game. I am not synced up at all here. We're playing as the green player of the 6th position. This is the Airship map. This game was very, very good, and because it was very, very good, I didn't want to have the issue of not having any audio for this. So I am recording over a voiceover after the fact here. We're playing as green, and I'm looking at that middle bonus there. I'm thinking to myself, hey, I can get this in potentially one turn. I'm out of the 6th position, so I'll start with likely, at minimum 8 troops, if not 9, if I'm able to hold additional material here. So I'm really liking that idea there. I'm pointing out how on the right-hand side here, that's actually a split bonus that blue is looking at over there in the +4. So don't love blue's prospects for that over there. I just want to make a quick side note. The audio for this game will likely get to a certain point, and then I'll just let you guys watch the end of the game. Unfortunately, I did not have the time to re-record this game, and I thought this game was good enough and quite a lot of fun to not pass up on. I'm very disappointed the audio didn't record. It's something that sometimes happens if my mic isn't detected by my recording software, and I don't always notice it until well after the fact. In this case, while I was going to do the basic edits on this one. So is unfortunate. We see red over there in the cockpit bonus, kind of abutted next to the bonus that orange is going to take. Obviously, we see blue's cap. We don't know where white is yet. There's also a black bot in play. So I'm going to just let you guys watch this one. It is unfortunate that I don't have the live commentary because I thought it was kind of insightful. But essentially, my goal here is to take that bonus in the middle and then expand from there. The airship map is very, very important, in my opinion, to try to expand as quickly as possible, as safely as possible. So orange, you see, has already lost some troops off of that cap initially there. Has found red's spot there. And in the moment, I was speculating that the red player would see how weak orange was just in that rolling around in the +2 and immediately aggress come their turn. But we'll see that does not end up happening. Spoiler alert for the troop generation that they get. Now, blue, I don't know if he notices that this is not going to be a hold for the +4 on the right-hand side there. But he's going to have to try to take something there. He's only got a +1 that he can play for. That's what he's capped in. Now, my capital here, where I am, you can see there's 3 territories that I don't have yet taken. I've got to knock black out of there. I can play off of one of my 2s to take electrical access, and then also roll orange out of that spot directly next to my cap. That is a +6. That's the best bonus on the board there in the middle of the board, which is really, really powerful and very, very strong. You can see with the blizzard orientations there, if you extend down into the +4 below that bonus, also the +2 to the right of that +4, all of that holds on a 2-point hold with my capital, and then that territory that black has with the 1 directly above my 2 at the bottom of the board. That is a 2-point hold, capital and singular hold spot, which is very powerful. Now we see white kind of bust out into that +3 wheel-shaped bonus up at the top there. Have to speculate that they are somewhere in that top right portion of the map. Now we have a 7 cap here. I think that's going to be strong enough. We see red is getting 8 troops. Now this is the point where I'm speculating that red would just go directly into orange. It's what I would have done if I were the red player. But as we will see after the black bot's turn, that is not actually what is going to happen. So a bit unfortunate for, well, my predictions. But that is just sometimes the way that the cookie crumbles. Now, at this stage of the game, I'm seeing the black bot operate quite a bit down at the bottom of the board there. And as such, thinking that is where the original black capital is. And then you can see the look on my face here, the realization that orange does not get broken. I thought for sure the red player would try to leverage that bonus and positioning into orange, especially because red knew that orange was capped there, right? I believe he had the middle territory in that top left wheel bonus. So orange does not get broken, continues being allowed to play the game, which is good for them. Now, I take this opportunity here. We're not going to see what happens with blue or what happens with white, but I take this opportunity to hit black, and I'm also going to take this opportunity, actually, everybody, to speed up the game a little bit because it is kind of in a lull here. So give me one moment. I'm going to stop this audio recording and start the next one with a little bit faster speed. So at this point, I have increased the speed of our game to 200% just to get through this a little bit faster. Not that I'm trying to put this off, but admittedly to get a proper voiceover over much of this game. It's just far too late for me to be able to record that, unfortunately. But I wanted to give you guys this game because I recorded it with the intention of uploading it today and just didn't realize that the audio went kaput. So we're going at a little bit faster speed. So you see two things happen here. White took that +1 at the top of the board, and then we also have our bonus capture down there of the +2 in the bottom right. 1 point hold with those blizzards there. So the blizzards on this map actually really were very interesting. And part of the reason I went for that bonus in the middle is actually because, specifically the capital choice that I chose, because I had my options. The reason I went for that cap choice is because if anybody tried to get over to where the blue player is, they would have to pass by my cap there. Now, there is the one option of being broken where that 4 that I have is there in main hall. That is really the only break spot that doesn't open up my capital, other than obviously the ones further extended from that. But you meet the cap on the right side or you step into that spot and break. Now, I got lucky enough that nobody capped down at the bottom of the board. So at this point, our positions of understanding, we don't really know where the black cap is. The black player, I don't believe, has it anymore at this stage of the game. And we're going to go take this +4 as well, relatively aggressively, and try to get some additional troops on cap. We've got a 10 stack there, but we've got +6, +4, and +2. Feeling pretty decent about those with a 7 holding down at the bottom for protection. Now, red, there it went. You see the cap numbers just jumped. Red just took the black cap on that particular turn. So we don't know where the black cap is, but we do know where orange, got a feeling where white is, got a feeling where red is, just based off of the cap choices. And then obviously the blue player was in that +1 to the right of our capital. But at this point, I have been met with little resistance by my opponents at this stage. You know, I started that last turn with quite a few troops, and I believe 15 or 16 troops starting that last turn, and then we're going to start this next turn, presumably with a similar amount, well positioned to continue progressing on the bottom left of the board. Now, white is getting 14 troops here. So quite a few troops for the white player. They actually bang down this way. We see the 20 stack. Oh, boom. The 20 stack rolls our capital, loses 15 troops. But we still get 13. We're just going to take our cap right back. Spick and span. Nice and good, nice and clean. And I go just softly take one additional territory because I don't know what black's going to go down there. I've been noticing that this black bot has been a bonus taker. And my mindset with that is, if I take one step back and leave, the bot might not break my +4, and I'll have a little bit of room to work with. So we immediately take our cap back from white. Now, white has been getting a lot of troops to start these turns off, and black bot actually trades there. White has been getting a lot of troops, but he's been seemingly using his troops to expand in the same way that I was, except he rolls the cap there, loses 15 troops. That's now going to be 15 troops that don't act as defense for him moving forward throughout the duration of this game. And I get my cap back, don't lose a whole lot rolling that 4 cap that was there. And now with black moving, it looks like we are going to hold the +6, the +4, and the +2. So now white's down to 10. So either orange or blue broke the white player. I know blue tried to weasel his way into white's area earlier in the game. And white leaves me alone this turn. Now we get 21 troops. And kind of don't want to overexpand at this point. I want to keep our cap nice and protected. We are going to break the black bot there. And then I'm going to back up the troops that I thought maybe it breaks me. I assume it's going to hit the 3 down there on the bottom, but want to give it a little bit of resistance before that happens. So red now trades in, getting a decent amount of troops as well, and doing quite a bit of attacking here. Actually, he's going to leave this 18 stack right on my border. Very dangerous play for the red player here. It shows a little bit of aggressiveness, which is interesting. Blackbot does end up breaking that +2 bonus that I captured. But this is a very interesting play by red because he stacks on my border, doesn't break me, but does have those troops pointed at me. And those are troops that are not going to be on his capital, obviously. So orange does a little bit of attacking here. Blue still on 6. That's that +1 with no additional bonuses. Trades in for 10 troops there and is going to just take his card. Maybe take a couple cards. And we actually see him skirt by our capital here. He's going to go for that little bonus there. I think that one might be a +3 next to our capital. But with a 29 cap and blue's cap no longer open to us, not super worried. Now white is down to 9, so it's been broken in multiple bonuses at this point. Trades in and is going to try to make a retaliation play on orange because it does seem throughout this game that orange and white have been kind of bonking each other a little bit. So we're just checking which cards we can trade in. And my goal here is black is on 3. We will trade in off of elimination of the black player right there. That was the end of black. Red could have killed black for 2 cards. Opts not to. And now this is going to bite red in the tuchus because we're going to go right into red here and give him a little bit of the business. Now, I got to be very careful with my troop usage here, and I actually realize, oh boy, we find white here, by the way. Randomly in that bonus, find the white player, knock him out of there, break all of red's bonuses, and take his capital, and then I actually fortify some troops over in front of red to try to prevent the red player from getting too many of these bonuses back because I want to be able to continue putting pressure on him. But you can see, did not well defend that with capital there. Looks like the fastest attacker in the world because we do have this sped up. But is able to break that +3 in kitchen, but nothing any more than that. And we're just going to try to take out red on the next turn. Now, orange and white seem to still be quarreling up at the top of that map. Between the wheel and the stuff in the top right. Just bouncing back and forth. Blue's obviously got to take his card. You do see that he is holding that bonus there. I believe that one is actually a +4, as he would have picked up 1 extra troop from territory count and then 4 from the bonus itself. Now it's white's turn. Obviously white no longer at the bottom of the board. It's going to be tough for my opponents to compete with me here. We're getting 33 troops. I opt not to trade in here, which is potentially a risky play. I hold it because I wanted to be able to trade in off of the elimination on red, but oh no, I discover a 9 cap back here, and actually reasonably well protected 9 cap. We're going to roll an 18 on that, and that does succeed. Now I got to be careful here with my troops. I try to split off a 3. It fails. We got to split again, but we got a 2 roll, and now I got one more split. We got 5, 4, 3 on 1. Take out red with that 12 stack up at the top. We're pointed right at the orange player. Now, orange has a 10 guarding against where red was. He doesn't have any troops on capital. And we're going to find out very quickly here that we're actually unable to eliminate the other player. Field had 7. Very close. Get back to cap. And unfortunately, orange has botted on us. So this orange bot actually providing a buffer for us from the white player's wrath. It trades in right in my face. And unfortunately for my opponents, they are not going to be able to do any meaningful breaking of me coming into this next turn. Blue will get some additional troops here and just try to play for himself. Doesn't trade in on 4. White, however, does trade in on 4 and is going to go towards blue here, which is a very interesting play. Trying to make a play to see if they can kill blue, I think, and just keep themselves alive. Now, I'm on 5 cards. I've also got 61 additional troops. It's looking like the end of the road here for my opponents, but I'm going to go and take orange out first out of respect for the opponents who stuck around. We're going to take all of white's stuff over here on the right-hand side as well and make sure that we just get them out of the way. Eliminate white. This will leave us on 5 cards after the turn. Let's see how many troops we have left. White's got a 36 stack heading here, and I try to roll it. 2 troops left. not able to get it. If blue was fast enough from this position with 5 cards, blue actually had a potential to be able to cap run, but you would have to know where all of the capitals are, be fast enough to take them out in 60 seconds, and I think just with where the original black cap is, back deep in that pocket behind the blizzard, with where red's cap is, and with where white's cap is, it's a little bit too difficult to be able to do all of that. So it's down to just me and blue. Blue's got a big stack, does not trade in off of the white elimination, but is going to just kind of not try to win the game from this point. Just resigns themselves essentially to their singular position here. And I am on a lowly 2 cards. Obviously, after the trade-in, we're going to let blue get a card here off of their own trade-in, but that's kind of the extent to it. If they want the card, they can have it. At this point, I'm generating 81 troops a turn. It doesn't make sense to take cards because of how much more I have than just their lowly 6. So we step in front. We see that we're probably pretty close to being able to roll this, but we're going to milk it for one more turn just to make sure that it's a 100% roll. And that is going to do it for this game, guys. I do really wish you were able to get the actual live commentary for this one. Unfortunately, did not have that luxury. White kind of got themselves eliminated there. Too much quarreling with orange. Not enough keeping me in check. Red certainly should have broken me there, but I think they were worried it was going to keep them too much at risk. You can see the ranks here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.